Why don't we start with Amy Bekier.
Hello, everybody. I'm delighted to be here. I have seen a lot of your names, a lot of your faces. I'm very active on the Facebook and social media, and so delighted to see you. I feel like you're part of my family. It's the first place I am where people look like me. Now, people always say to me, thank you for what you're doing, and I don't feel that I need to be thanked. My answer is, how can I not? So my question to you is, how can you not help fundraise with us? The FSH Society is your society. What we have here today, a lot of the scientists, a lot of the things that have been cultivated, to the thanks to the society and many others like it. We're here to try to put an end to this disease one way or the other. Now, the society is lean and mean. They run a very tight ship, which is why the Charity Navigator rates them as one of the top 10 charities worth watching in America. And I'm very proud to be part of the society. I'm very proud of Dan, and I'm very proud of what they do for us. So it's time for us to do and step up to the plate. One of the things that I have found in speaking with people when it comes to fundraising, and they talk to me and they go, oh no, here she comes again, is that people are afraid. It's not that you don't want to fundraise, it's that they have this fear of rejection, of a fear of putting other people on the spot. And I have a few tricks to overcome that for myself, and we will at our panel talk about this more with anybody that's interested, is that I keep telling myself that the message is far larger than the messenger. I am merely a tool to get the word out, to try to help for the funding. Now, why is this so important? All the science, all the statistics, all the data, none of this matters if there's not the money to pay to have it done. So there's a direct relationship between fundraising, providing the funds to do the resources, and the results that we're going to get out. Money in, success out. It's that simple. And on a lot of my emails that I send to the people that we work with, on the bottom, I say funds equal research equals treatment, period. Nothing more. Dollars equals success. So we would love to see you at the breakout session. We'd love to hear some of your ideas. You wouldn't be alone. We would always want you to work with someone because that makes it a lonely toil as opposed to having fun while raising funds. And the words charity in the home has very deep meaning here. So hope to see you later. Thank you.
I love Amy. My name is Beth Johnston. I'm a board member and a fundraiser as well. And right now, before we do anything else, we're going to raise $200, okay? Everybody, take out your mobile phone and take a picture of yourself. Take a selfie right now. I'm going to do it with Amy. And you post this to your social media network of choice, and we raise $200. Let's go. Take the picture, selfie. You all know how to do it. Okay, I'm posting this to Facebook. Everybody do the same thing, and we just raised $200. You guys know about the selfie campaign, right? Okay. Oh, you don't? Well, it's June's brainchild, but we have a donor in New York, who I won't mention, Sandy Batkin, wonderful donor, and he said if we can get 5,000 selfies posted on social media with the hashtag FSHD selfies, he will donate $5,000 to the society. So you can take as many as you want, post them to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want, and we'll raise $5,000 for the society. Easy, right? Anyway, a bit about myself. I lived in New York for 10 years. I currently live in Denver, just moved there a year ago. I met a wonderful woman and fellow board member by the name of Judy Seslow at a meeting at the New York Botanical Gardens when I first moved to New York. And she got up on the podium and bravely said, if anybody wants to help me raise money for the society, meet me afterwards. And I walked over, and I was the only one that walked over to Judy, and I said, let's get something going. And the first fundraiser was this silly little picnic in her backyard where I invited all my friends and she invited all her friends. We sat on her lawn, we had a picnic, we raised awareness, we had a little auction, and we walked away with $30,000 at the end of the day. That grew the next year to a concert that we sponsored down at the Lincoln Center in New York. I think we raised $60,000 with the help of Stephen Blyer, who's also an affected genius in New York. And ever since then, it's just grown and grown and grown. And I'm stepping out of the co-chair role, and Ellen will be stepping in for me. But this year, we haven't even had the event, which is September 29th in New York City, if you can come. And we've already raised, what, $180,000? So
I love Beth.
And honestly, we did it. We grew it from nothing. It was just an idea, and it just keeps growing. And now I'm proud to say that my co-chairs and I, we've raised over $500,000 for the society. So, right about that, Dan? So anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That's it. Did everybody take their selfies? Okay.
Yes. And yes, I do love Beth. I'm Ellen Hannon, and I'm also an FSHD patient. I'm also a board member, and I'm on the development committee with Beth. She's actually our secretary of our board. And I'm helping her. She's doing a yeoman's duty from afar for this event that is the biggest fundraiser, at least in New York, for FSHD, called our Festive Evening of Song. I became involved in this. I met Judy Seslow as well at the bridge table when a few years ago I couldn't play golf, so I had to do something else, and I ended up taking up bridge, and I met Judy. I admired her scooter. She admired my leg braces. Long story short, here we are. So as Judy has, you simply must help. So as I said, as Beth said, we'll be available for the breakout session to give you lots of details, but I would say that fundraising, it is, as they've all said, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. And the money is out there. There are people waiting to be asked, and you just have to find them. And sometimes the hard part is making the ask, but the more we raise awareness of it, the easier it gets, and the more successful we'll be. And you'd be surprised at how much your friends and family will actually want to help you if you make the ask. The other thing I'd stress too, and again, we can talk more about this at the breakout, the FSH Society Beth has really spearheaded putting together a template if you want to create a fundraiser for the society. It's a nonprofit organization. There are certain rules and structures to protect the society and to maintain the tax efficiency nature of it. And she's got it all in a well-defined pamphlet. So there's plenty of help available to anyone that wants to create a kind of a fundraiser out there. So we encourage you to do it. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's certainly worthwhile, and you meet new people, and it's all good. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ellen Stenmon. My husband, Chris, has FSHD, and met him 11 years ago at his fundraiser. His sister were roommates in college, and he started a bar crawl. Everybody says you don't meet nice people at bars. I met my husband at 5 different bars in one night. So, it's possible. So that was the start of things for us, and as I became involved with him, I became obviously more involved with the FSH Society and trying to raise funds. A year after we met, we got engaged. A year after that, we were married, and a year after that, we had our first child. So we now have 2 beautiful children who are 6 and 8 years old, and a big majority of why we do this is not only for Chris, but also for our children. We are unaware if they are affected at this point, but we know that that's a possibility. So as much as we want to raise funds and find a treatment and a cure for him, for he and I, it's even more important that we continue this research so that if our children are affected, they have something to look to help them along the way. And, when he started this, this will be our 16th annual one. He raised, I believe, about $1,000, the first one. Just a bunch of friends, colleagues, people traveling to different bars. He sold some T-shirts, and he raised $1,000. And last year, the event has evolved. We now have it in a hall because the bars couldn't handle the number of people. And we raised over $50,000. So, from $1,000 to $50,000, it's a wonderful amount of money to raise. We know that we're helping the research, but we also know that there are that many more people that we have made aware of this disease. So for us, the funds are great, but we also really focus on the awareness and information and educating people about what this is. And with that, it's helped Chris along the way with his friends and family understand what he's going through, and again, helping our children in the future should they know and they understand what he's going through. So the awareness and the education is huge for us as far as our fundraiser is concerned. So our event is November 15th. It is here in Boston at BC High, which is my husband's former high school. And so if anybody's in the area or you're enjoying your time here in Boston, come back November 15th and join us.
Thank you so much. Okay.
I would just like to say one thing. First of all, for anybody who is in the California area, please see me later. I know there are 2 people here from Escondido. I'm trying to find you. I'm in San Diego. So catch me later. I'll talk with you. But anybody that is in the area or other wishes to travel, my event is a celebrity walk and roll in Irvine, California on October 12th of this year, and the flyers and cards are outside as well. Thank you.
And other upcoming fundraisers, I can remember them off the top of my head. I don't know. We have, in early September, we have the Fulmer Family Dinner outside of Atlanta, which is a wonderful, very down-home kind of affair with barbecue and music, and musical entertainment and so on. We have a road race, a 10K road race, the first year that they're doing it up in Ohio, and that's in memory of Cozy Lorello, who was one of the very early staunch supporters of the FSH Society. And then there's a celebrity walk and roll. There is a golf tournament in Abilene, Texas, and concert in New York, September 29th. And Toronto, yes, for Canadians. There is a golf tournament in Toronto. What is the date on that?
It's
September?
the week before our event, so 23rd, I think, of September? 23rd.
September 23rd, I think. Anyway, and then celebrity walk and roll, and then the November 15th dinner here in Boston. Yep. We have flyers for all of them on the table out there, so please go take a look and grab one. And this concludes the live stream portion of today's program.